couple of weeks ago, we were in the airport parking lot late one Friday night. We just returned home from a night of hope in another state. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. When we got to our cars, my mother's battery was dead. Something must have been left on it. My brother Paul and I and my friend Johnny got the battery cables, and we drove my car up there and put the cables on my mom's car. Her lights came on, but the car wouldn't start. The engine wouldn't turn over at all, not one sound. A mechanic came out from the airport to help us. He worked and worked, but he couldn't get anything going. Johnny was reading the owner's manual. It's like we were missing something. The engine would not turn over. It was freezing cold out there. After about 30 minutes of trying everything we possibly could, Paul said to my mom, "Mother, the car's not going to start. Why don't you just ride with me and we'll come back tomorrow and get it?" Well, my mother was not about to leave the airport without having her car. She said, "No, Paul, I've got 2 funerals to officiate tomorrow. I have to have my car." It was 2:30 in the morning. I was tired. It was freezing. I said, "Mother, take my car. I'll ride home with Paul. You can drive it right now." She said, "Joel, I don't want your car. I want my car. Let's go try again." We went over and worked another 15 minutes, doing everything that we could. Still, the engine never turned over one time. I said, "Mother, we could be here all night. The car is not going to start. We might as well go home." She said, "Give me the keys." She had that look in her eyes like, "Do not mess with me." I don't know if she's mad at me or mad at the devil, but she got in that car and started praying. And when my mother really means business, she prays loud. She doesn't need a microphone. She makes sure that God will hear her. I looked over, my mother was praying over the steering wheel, praying over the radio, casting the devil out of the engine. She knows no shame. When I was growing up, my mother would pray over the dishwasher if it broke. She'd pray over the lawnmower. And I'm over there with some of my friends getting a kick out of it, kind of laughing. And all of a sudden, we hear the car crank right up. That engine didn't struggle. It didn't turn over and over. It immediately cranked up. My mother revved that engine so loud. She had to have that pedal on the floor. It sounded like it was going to explode. We ran for cover. My mother put it in gear, and she started driving around in circles in that parking lot. 80 years old, doing donuts, 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought, "Dear God, we're going to get arrested out here." I wanted to say, "Mother, you are grounded." When she finally drove off, she didn't wave goodbye to us. She didn't say thank you for at least trying. She didn't blow us a kiss. She just left us standing there in her dust. When you face situations in your everyday life that seem impossible, God says, "I dare you to pray. I dare you to ask me for that car to start." Oh, Joel, God's got bigger things to deal with than me getting my car started. Let me tell you, you are God's biggest deal. You are the apple of His eye. Too often we limit God. We have a small view of who